Some more chess because the games have started.
Number 3 round.
Round 3. So, what are we looking at here? We've got, if I'm not mistaken, Jan Nepomniachtchi against Vladimir Kramnik, and a kind of King's Indian attack where Vlad has advanced his A-pawn
A3.
all the way down the board.
After 6 moves, almost. Pawn on A3.
I like this. Okay, this is of course a known strategy, and I have to say, it has always appealed to me to do this. Some may say premature, but I think this is a nice idea, actually.
You know that White's strategy is very, very well known. Knight F1, H4, Bishop F4, Knight H2, Bishop G4, H5, H6. Yeah, look at this, and change the black squares bishops and to try to create attack on the king side. And where is black play? Because well, B5 and then.
Well, this is a big decision. Does black block with H6, or
no? If of play H6, yeah, that's what you mean.
Does black block with H6, or do you leave it? Yeah.
On H6, Knight H2, Knight G4, no. Well.
Oh.
Now in pawn on A6.
Now that's why he's done this.
B1 and then. Well, and pawn on A2.
There we are.
If knight comes on C3, we know the next moves of black.
So this looks like a lot of fun. Now wait a second. I mean, is this position resignable? How do you defend the pawn on A2?
D4.
Okay, so I take on A2.
Rook A1.
Well, I've still got knight C3, and I.
Yeah, and well, of course, yeah.
Okay,
and
this.
Before then, well, it's what's else. Yeah, that's right.
It's game over. Okay, this is a blitz game, of course. Well, it looks like Vlad has struck gold here with his opening choice.
No, suddenly, you know, that all strategy. I think now that he takes F5, he takes F6, you know, en passant, was a wrong move. But what else?
Normally, it's, yeah, absolutely in that position, but normally it's the move you want to make, of course, to open things up to weaken black's king.
Absolutely.
In this case, yeah, wasn't...
I don't know what to do here with white. Well, D4, what I said, what else?
Absolutely, the only move, but it looks
Knight
dreadful.
A2, Queen D2, or what?
Well, we still...
Bishop D2, of course, Bishop D2.
Okay, but we could...
Any move.
Well, you can take on... You can take D4 with the pawn.
Completely lost position. You know, of course, it's a blitz game, but objectively speaking, it's completely lost.
Dreadful start by Jan Nepomniachtchi, and Vlad looking in control there. Thrown in H6. What's that got to do with the price of tea of China? I don't know. Not a lot. Well, an extraordinary start. Listen, we were talking a little bit about Korchnoi earlier. Yeah, this is... when you worked with him, what was he like? When you worked as a second for him, how was it to work?
When I work as a second for him, I am actually 12 years younger than he is, and he liked. If you look at his chess career, and he admitted himself that he liked to play to work with the players, with the chess players who are younger than himself. So just absorbed the energy, the ideas, the old witch with drinking blood of the young girls. Look, can you follow me?
I follow you exactly.
And besides, you know, the young people whom he is working with, they had a lot of respect for him. Yeah. And altogether, you know, this kind of new ideas to absorb and the kind of that What's going on?
Okay, that's interesting. We'll come back to caution in a second because we have
definitely.
huge developments because
What's happened here? He tricked him somehow.
so he gave up the piece on d4 and after queen g4 check, rook a1 has trapped the knight on a2.
Okay, but now it's not so clear.
No, of course, black's king is always a little bit weak.
E5 is not right move. E6, E5, just attack.
Actually, there are quite a few moves. I'm also looking at attacking f2 as well because I'm wondering about something like, well, queen f6 comes to mind.
of course.
He played it.
Bravo.
So
It looks still that black is winning.
still should be winning. Okay, but you're right. It's getting trickier.
It's getting trickier, yeah. What about time? Of course, Vlad he has much more time.
Yes. Clock time, of course, is important. Just under 2 minutes for Vlad and just over 1 minute for Nepomniachtchi.
And don't forget that it's much easier to play with. Yeah.
I should say that, Vlad crashed through on f2. I should say that we had an absolutely wonderful program of music, live classical music before these games started. And yeah, we've just had some of the musicians walking past us here and they were sensational. Anyway, back to the chess, knight e4.
Particularly Piazzolla.
The Piazzolla is wonderful, yeah. Astor Piazzolla, great, Tango Nuevo.
Yeah.
Great stuff, yeah. And somehow that music, it's very dramatic music. It fits perfectly for this sort of dramatic setting of these Blitz games.
You know that Dutch queen is from Argentina.
Oh, is she?
Oh yeah. And when Piazzolla is playing, she's crying.
Yeah?
Oh yes. Dutch queens. Well, she's from Argentina.
Yeah.
She's married with a Dutch king. Well, black is still winning. Yeah. Black is still winning. Yeah.
Yeah, black should be still winning. Yeah.
What to do?
I used to play in a band, and we did two.
Oh yeah, remember you play guitar.
Double bass. We used to do 2 songs by Piazzolla.
Yeah.
Milonga del Angel and Libertango. Libertango is the famous one. Milonga del Angel
is famous. But we have in Holland, we have also one very famous. It's not accordion, but
bandoneon.
Bandoneon.
Yeah. Oh, game over.
Game over.
Game over.